there was a lot to take out from this episode of Black Clover. Now we finally understand what exactly is going on with Pyro, like with their pacing issues, I'm guessing is the best way to call it. And not to mention where I think what is going to be happening with this show further on, because you can really notice that like they are trying to drag out most of the scenes into like, let's just do a chapter an episode, let's just keep doing this for some fucking reason. And really this whole entire video is going to explain that, and also as well the entirety of the episode, which by the way, the best parts of the episode was Yami appearing, the captain of the Black Bulls, showing up and making sure everyone like say, yo, you fucking respect the Black Bull here, you expect like Yami. And majority of the episode didn't even start for the most part, because they really dragged out the first bit with like, you know, fighting some fucking no-name royalty guy, which was in the manga, but they kind of extended on it again, like for the little scenes that we got to see. Even as well, like a lot of it was just focusing, oh yeah, remember Asta beat that guy from last week, you know, by slicing him in half and having that weird animation thing going on through there. Yeah, that was the most part of it. And I feel like a lot of the episode didn't really start till the 10-minute mark, which still, like, I rip into other shows for the most part when it comes to this, where like, when we have One Piece that just does like 5-minute intro, or that episode doesn't really start and it does the same thing, and it's the same kind of issue that's happening here. And like when it finally got into really the chapter, I felt was like when we finally get the voting, where like all of like the captains are voting which like who wants to join our corps, and it's like if you don't get a hand up, then you're just not in. You're not even worth it. Like, however, though, they have a situation where, like, multiple captains raise their hands, then you get to join. You get to see, like, a bunch of no-names joining certain, like, corps and what have you. And then it came to Yuno and Asta's turn. And Yuno, what a fucking surprise. Everyone raising their hand, everyone wanting a piece of that. Oh, we just saw him blow out some royalty like it was nothing. I see that shit. And like one of the things that people were remarking about is like, wait, but why are the Golden Dawn, why are the Silver Eagles raising their hands? They only accept royalty. And this is like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are they accepting it? And like, you know, it's like, I want to take the fastest option to becoming the Magic King, which is going to be the best one. And yeah, I'm going to go with Griffith. Can I please join the Golden Dawn so I cannot be a sacrifice to the Bailiff? Can I please join you, sir? Yeah, that would be a great option. And then Asta's turn happens. And what happens with Asta? No one wants to vote for his ass. Nobody wants him. And Yami, like, especially, like, makes it clear it's because we don't know what the hell is with you. Like, you haven't got any magical prowess. There's some weird shit, and not a lot of people want to mess around with that stuff because they clearly think it's dangerous as fuck. And as Yami comes down, releasing his entire magical, like, power upon him, which, by the way, an earthquake effect shaking from, like, what we get to see for the entire episode after that point, because he's just shaking off, and everyone in the stadium is feeling this, where it's like, do you really think, Asta, after you said you're going to become Magic like King, you really think after that you have to take us on as well? Do you think you're like clearly able to go for that? Yeah, like, and it's just like when Yami's still there shaking and Asta's trying to have this little speech about, you know, maybe and all that, like not this time and all that, but one day I will. Like, it's just a matter of training, and it's just still going on his back. It's like, Yami, turn down the power a little bit. Like, the screen was shaking so much. It was like, it's like, alright, we get it, Yami. Calm the tits. Calm the little tits a bit. And this actually ended up making Yami vote for me. He's like, alright then, you join us. You join our corps then. You know, it's gonna be fucking hell dealing with us because we're the worst Magic Knight corps. But we'll take you in, alright? You'll become part of us. And Asta finally, you know, both Asta and Yuno finally became, like, Magic Knights. They're finally there at that, like, point. And it was, like, you know, it was this nice emotional moment until, like, Yuno's like, hey, let's go and congratulate him. And then Asta's like, I need to take a shit. See you later. Like, fuck you, rival. And honestly, the episode ends, which I was a little bit, like, disappointed at this part, because it's, like, a really nice panel in the manga, is that asshole Set goes, like, I'm gonna poison Asta. How dare he make me, like, fail, pretty much flunk the exam and just get to a shitty Night Corps. Like, how dare you? I think he joins, like, Kenpachi's corps, the fucking dude from, like, the Green Mantis. It's like, how dare you? And ends up, like, protecting him because he was going to put, like, a poison lizard down there. I was like, alright then, like, let's go in there. It was a really gorgeous panel in the manga, and unfortunately it doesn't look great. Honestly, it's like a still image of the fucking bird, and I was like, oh, that's, I was hoping to put a little budget, but like a lot of this episode with certain, apart from certain parts, it honestly felt as well like they were really not trying to use the budget in this one, compared to like, we had the really nice gorgeous shot from like last week, and then a couple weeks before the first two, like, really shows that they're trying to save on budget. I'm guessing with some of the future events that's going to be happening in the series. But overall and all that, it was an alright episode. I was more looking forward to seeing the Black Bulls, as they do in Chapter 3. You finally get to see them. But they don't show them. It ends with them, like, ending at the Black Bull base and just the fire of the entire base being exploded and saying, "You're welcome to the worst core, kid." And, like, it just ends it and I'm like, fuck, man. I wanted to see Magna. I wanted to see Vanessa. I wanted to see all my fucking favourite characters there. And it's like, no, guess you gotta wait another week to finally get there. So after 6 episodes, we're finally gonna get over 3 to 4 chapters. It's like, holy shit. This show is like hard sometimes to like. I have such a love-hate relationship with it sometimes. Like, it really annoys me, and it's like, the pacing is something that annoys, and it's like, I would be a huge hypocrite if I complain about it in other shows and don't talk about it in it, because it's, you either get these options, just like, do you want to go like the Naruto route where you can have those canon episodes and they're awesome, but you're in like 2 to 3 years of just filler fucking hell? Or do you want to do the One Piece route, which I think is the fucking worst thing to do, where it's like, it is just filled to the brim with like, let's drag out a chapter, half a chapter, and it just doesn't work. And Black Clover, I feel, is the same. It just doesn't work in the material. And I'm thinking, what are they trying to do with this material? And it just gets me thinking, like, because it is sad that the first 12 episodes from where the core is going to go is going to be the entire first volume. I can guarantee that. Like, how they're going with this, seems like they just want to do the first arc. And that's why in the opening they don't show a lot. That's why they only show Noelle. That's why they only show Magna. They only show the first bit from the first little, like, that Miss Village thing that we had at the start of the series. Like, so it makes me go, why are they doing this? Are they generally, like, just trying to, like, save up the chapters so, like, they obviously clearly have an episode limit and all that from where they want to go, but why, like, I feel like there's enough chapters at this point that you can kind of brush through at least 2 chapters an episode. Like, there have been some great videos, like, already talking about this already, where it's like, what is fuck is up with the pacing? We've got over 100 chapters, and it's like, can we not do that? Or are they going to be doing like stuff when we come to like the first dungeon? Are we going to be having like this encounter with Matt? Are we going to be having that kind of material going on where it's going to be absolutely crazy? There's like 3 to 4 chapters going through there to make it like as exciting as possible. Or are they trying to save up like the animators for those certain parts? Like, it is just, what is going on? And it's like, clearly they want to go that far because they tease the Asta's like form at like the first episode. So it's a very mixed bag with what they're trying to do, and I generally think it is 2 things of, we're trying to save like money for like when it comes to those bigger episodes, when it gets to those bigger budget ones where we get all our animators there, and I know a lot of this outsourced, so maybe they're trying to work on those like in-source, like, I honestly don't know, but it just like, I honestly, this is the only logical explanation at this point. There's like, they want to like save it for when we get to the real good shit, and then they just want to go chapter go, but like, this is gonna cause people, and I've said it so many times before, this is gonna cause people to not give a shit about the show and stop. Like, already, like, I think on my anime list that hasn't got that high of the score. I think it's like a 6.5 or something, and I'm like, I don't fucking blame it, because if the show's just gonna be like this, then it's going to be questionable. I know people like me, I'm going to stick to the show, I'm going to, like, talk about it, because I do care about the source material and all that. It's not no written, like, fucking masterpiece, hell fucking no, and all that. Like, I just enjoy these shows that it's like, just turn your brain off, they're just enjoyable little rides, and they have some great, decent characters, and they have some great moments from time to time, and I do enjoy that. It's just, it turns people off to the show, and I hate that, because there are people that would be like, I would have actually given this show a chance if it was a little bit better, like, if it had this or this going on. And, like, same thing where it's like, I think Hero Academia improved a lot in the second core. I think the first season has the most problems with, especially the pacing going onto it. But I feel like it fixed a lot of it going onto it. And it's a sad thing where I think a lot of these shows, if they had only got 13 to 24 episodes, they can go through this material like they just don't care. They can just go, alright, we can do what we want to, and it's clearly being limited, and it's clearly being, like, going on. It's, like, it's just really agitating at this point, and it's like, I personally want to see some of my favourite moments, and we would already be done with the first volume already, into the second one, getting into stuff I care about. But no, we still got to wait a little longer. I am looking forward to at least next week's episode. Like, I'm looking forward to, like, Magni, and looking forward to some of that stuff and seeing a lot more of the characters. But, like, we're 5 episodes in. Come on, maybe speed it up a little bit at this point. I kind of want to see some other characters, and I think that, like, it's going to be the same thing for the next couple of months as well. I honestly, if it does not change till, like, the 13 episode mark, then I have no fucking clue what they're going to be doing at this point, because it's, like, it is clown shoes crazy what they're trying to do. But that is all for me. Let me know what you guys think. Overall, I thought the episode was fine. It was okay. It could have used some improvements. Definitely didn't help with all the recapping, with all, like, the stalling, but I definitely had some good moments with Yami. I love the stuff that we got to see as well with, like, some of those characters. But overall, like, it still needed a little bit of improvement on there. But that's all for me, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.